Good morning, everybody. This is Naomi. I'm back today. I got this little uh, card or pocket, however you want to put it, and I don't know where I got it from. And then I got to looking at it today, and I'm like, this is different. Haven't seen one like this, so I took it apart, and this is just um, ribbon tied around it, and then it opens up this way, and then it has one of these embellishments inside. Well, I thought that was pretty cool. So I thought, okay, can I make them? So I've been playing around this morning, and yes, you can make them. You just need. I tried it with with just a one-sided paper. It doesn't look as pretty. So you really need a two-sided paper so that it gives it a better look. So this is what I've been playing with this morning. And I'm going to show you how to make them. I've just been putting different embellishments on them. And then I took a pair of decorative scissors. And this one here. Oh, I was going to say, I forgot I glued that one down. But I want to make them to where they can open up as well. But I just took a pair of decorative scissors, and you can make your tags to have the same decorative edges, or you can have them to where they are the shape of your pocket, or just however you want your tag to be. And you decorate your tag according to whatever journal or whatever you're putting it in to help match it. But this is what I've been playing with this morning. So I thought, well, let's make a video. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a video on how I've made these. And I've got them in two different sizes. So to start with, these are 6x6 paper squares. Well, that's a thick piece of paper. And then these are 6x6. But I'm cutting them down to 5x5. You can do them 4x4s, 5x5s, however size you want to make them, you can make them, as long as you square off your paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut to a 5x5. That way that's done. And I can put my cutter back up, and I don't need it anymore. Okay, so we're going to start out with the two small ones. I didn't make a cutted edge ones, so I'm going to use this one as my cutted edge. And all you're doing is just snipping off the very edge of that paper until you get it all the way around. Like I said, you're not taking that much off, just enough to give it a decorative edge. Okay, then you just throw these away. Just like that. And then you have your decorative cutted edge paper. Now, the big decision is to decide what side you want up, what side you want down. And I like the brighter side up. No, down. That way it brings in the yellow on top. And then we're just gonna, there's no real measurements to it. You just kind of fold them in until you get them to meet. Just like so. And then there's that, I like this piece. I don't know why, but I like this piece to go over that piece. To me, it just looks better, I guess. I don't know. And then you have your pieces like this. You can either use to put on it or not put on it. I mean, the decision is yours. So I'm going to if you want to ink it now while you can. Because it only makes it harder to ink once you glue it together. And I'm just doing a quick rough ink on it. No, I mean, you ain't gonna be perfect about it. See? Just like so. And then you can always come back and do your outer edges after the fact. Just like so. Okay. But I prefer that to go that way. So, I'm going to put my glue down here. Let it sit. Make sure that it's not sticking underneath, because it'll glue it it'll seal it together if you're not careful. Okay, so do I want to put a belly band on here? This one I think I'm going to. So we take our piece. I don't want this one that wide, so I'm going to bring my cutter back in, and I'm going to put it in here, and I'm just going to make it the width of the metal blade thing. Come on. And there we go. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to ink up just what's going to be on the top side. Because you won't see the back side anyways. Unless you stick this in a pocket. Now, then you'll see the back side. But me, I plan on just gluing them down on the book page. Okay, so this will go just like this. This will wrap around. That will wrap around. And then I just flip it over. Put a little bit of glue. Slap it down. Do the same here. And this is where you want to make sure, once you get one side glued down, you want to check before you put that other. And make sure it's where you want it. Because once you put it down and glue it, if it's not, it's just too late. And I try to line them up as straight across as possible. Okay, now come back and do this quick edge. Okay, now, and I've got some, move these out of the way. And if you'll notice, some of these I rounded the tops, some of them I left a point. It's up to you. But I've got this here that I want to use. Okay, so there, I clipped that. And I'm going to clip this one on the other end. Put this back over here. And then I'm going to get my fabric tack. And I'll run me a, I don't need a thick bead. I'm going to put this one down like this. And then I'm going to put this other one like this. And I'm just going to flip it over. And I'm going to take a piece of this. I'm going to put me some more glue on the back of there. Fold that over like so. And tack her down. And if you want to, you can come back in here and that way whenever you glue it down, it'll okay, so there's that one. It's just about all the way glued down. Turn it around, double check it, make sure it didn't move any. Roll it over. Grab another piece. That's what good the extra is. It helps with this right here. And then you just take and lay it down. That holds it until you glue it down. Okay. And that just gives you a little bit of extra whatever. If you don't like these hairs hanging way over here, just kind of clip them. But then there's a different one there. I'll lay it over here and let it finish drying. Then we'll do another one. Okay, let's do another small one real quick. If you kind of make sure this point goes to that point, you pretty much will line it up. And see, I've learned to do this, like here where it's got kind of a pattern, you'll kind of line that up. Okay, so what do we want to do with this one? I'm going to... Where did my corner rounder go? I am going to round this one. Just like so. And I'm going to round just this one. Nope, I want to ink it first. So let me ink this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got it all inked up and I'm going to glue this corner down. Just like so. The next one I'll make it to where it can still open up. How about that? Okay. So there's that one. Now. No. So we're going to do something completely different with this one. So let's see. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I'm still getting my videos up and ready to go to Texas. Can't wait. I'm getting very excited. Okay. I think that's... Let's square this up. That's what I want. This one kind of center with that. Okay. Put this a little bit of tacky glue down. Now, that's the back. This is the front. And we're gonna line it up. Slide it up just a smidge. lay it down. That'll help and tack it down. Put a little bit more here. Okay, still trying to make sure it's level. Okay, so there's that. Now, I want to put I'll put a line of pearls. Yeah. Get my pokey tool. Let's grab the hold of one of those brown threads. This is already got the sticky on it. You just kind of push it down and make sure that it fuses itself. Okay. And hold on 1 minute. Okay, I have a bunch of those little pre-made bows. So I found this little, it's a kind of a light green. And I think I might put it right here. Come on. There you go. Oh, yes, dead on you, brain. Okay. Let me just come up under here. Oh, you're gonna be cantankerous. Alright, I'll let it set and dry and then we'll fluff it. How about that? But there's what that one looks like. So the next one, we're gonna do a big one now. This one, I'm going to round all the corners. On the last one, I put this one with the stripes on the outside and this on the inside. So I'm going to reverse this one. I brought this one in too far. And you'll watch it. You can see where you bring it in and it'll be too far in. Because they get cockeyed. Okay, and the words are upside down. So, I'll bring it this way. Fix my edges. And actually, this one is still just a little whopper job. So, let's fix it. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now I'll ink up. But yeah, getting ready. Got a week left. And we'll be rolling out of here. Headed to Texas. Go spend some time with my mom and family. And hopefully a couple of friends. I didn't get to see a friend of mine last time when I was there, and I told her when I come back I would make sure we got together. So that's one of the things that we're going to do. She's an old high school, grade school buddy. I've known her since we went to elementary together. And I like to lost her last year. And it's kind of woke a lot of us up that we went to school with, to grab a hold. Don't let that friendship escape you. Her and her daughter, Ashley, and another friend of mine kept me well informed in how she was doing with her issues. But so far, it seems like she's done a full recovery. Doing good, so that is good. She is back to work and seems to be doing pretty good, so that's what matters to me. And this one I'm going to make just a little wider than I have the others. But, yeah, I'm starting to get my things together and trying to keep my videos ahead. Like I said, that way I've got plenty of videos for y'all while we're gone. And I've already got it situated who's going to come and take care of my babies while we're gone. Because I do have cats, and I have 2 birds. And then I have my fur baby grandson. So it's going to be hard for me to leave him, because he doesn't like being by himself at all. So that makes it really hard. But the friends that I've got that's going to be coming and watching over him and everything, they're pretty good. They come and they spend quite a bit of time with him while we're gone. They took care of him last time we left. But I think he knows we're getting ready to leave, because he's already starting to get clingier. I wish, with us living in a small town the way we do, I wish they had like a doggy place where we could, and he would be with somebody 24/7. But he's got a doggy door, so he can go in and out of the house. It's not like he's kept in the house at all times. He can get out when he wants to, and he's got a big yard he can play in. He's got plenty of toys. I got toys straddled all over my house, out in the yard. And his mommy just lives right across the alley from us, so. Okay, I like that. That looks good. So, what do I want to put down now? Yeah, there, Ruby. His name is Rufus. He's part beagle and golden retriever. So he's kind of a medium-sized dog. But he spends a lot of time with me, because when his mommy's at work, I babysit so that he's not by himself and has anxiety actions, you know. And a lot of times it's just him and I. Like I said, mommy's at work, my husband's at work, so it's normally just kind of him and I together. And both my husband and daughter both have noticed how attached he's gotten to me. And it's nothing, you know, I'm not trying to steal her dog or anything, but we spend a lot of time together. And I mean, he's spoiled. I'll be honest, he's spoiled rotten. I take him, and he goes and gets a Happy Meal occasionally, and I get him I've just gotten to where I just get him a cheeseburger. He won't eat the fries, so there's no sense actually getting him a Happy Meal. So, but he likes his cheeseburgers, so he gets a cheeseburger, and we if it's just her and I or him and I, then I just cut it up in real small pieces. Oh boy, they're happy this morning. And he is perfectly content with because I tear it up in small pieces. You know how a dog is, he'll gorge it if you don't. So I just cut it in small pieces and let him eat it. And he eats lunch whenever I eat lunch. So that'll be something I'll be doing here pretty quick, is going and getting lunch together and figuring out what he's going to have. Because he will, like I said, have lunch with me. Alright, come on, quit being finicky and stick. And I tell you what, the trees around here are beginning to bud, and my allergies are just literally starting to kick my honey. Okay, so I think we're gonna actually like that. So and I would take him with us, but my mother has female dogs, and right now he has not been fixed. That is in the makings, because I don't want puppies, and his mama don't want puppies, and so we always fix them so that they can't go out here and make puppies. There's too many puppies in this world now that don't have good homes and being taken care of, and I refuse to see more brought into this world that they're not going to be taken care of. This is like every one of my cats. Every one of my cats has been spaded and neutered. Because same with them. Too many here that are not got a home, not loved. And these babies, they deserve better than that. So, my animals give me a lot of love and affection. So, okay, so there's that one. I'll set it aside and let it finish drying. And we got one more. So my big question is with this one, do we want to do it like this one, or do we want to just leave it? Because I've got some different shaped, I've got all different shaped let's do this one. Okay, so just want the outer edges. But yeah, like I was saying, I can't see just about every one of the animals that we have been rescued. Baby girl, which is my little gray alley cat. When we got her, the vet said she shouldn't even be away from her mom. The guy that my husband worked with told my husband, he said, y'all got room for another cat or kitten? And he says, why? And he said, well, I got one down at the other shop. I think it's been abandoned by the mom. He said, I've been putting food and water out for it, but it don't seem to be eating or drinking. And this was during the heat of the summer. And he said, take me down there and let me see it. So they went down to the other shop and they found it. And he knows me. He knows that if I knew that baby was down there, we were going back to get it. He said, well, let me just stick it in the truck. He said, because if I leave it and I mention it to her, I'll be coming back after work to get it anyways. So he called and he says, I've got something for you. And I said, okay. He says, be waiting on me. I said, okay. And about that time he hollers, it bit me. And I thought, oh no, what do we got? And he brings this little bitty thing in. And she's just a little bitty handful. She fits in the palms of your hand. She was so tiny. And didn't look good. The eyes were all matted together and just very, 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 very unhealthy. So I always keep little bottles where I can nurse if I have to. And so I got bottle out, he went over and got some baby formula and brought it back. And I put the bottle together, warmed it up. She ate a little bit. And then she was licking the milk off my fingers. That's whenever I realized she did have little bitty baby teeth coming in. And I told my husband, I said, if she's got teeth, she can eat soft food. And we give our cats one can of soft food in the evenings. So I told my husband, I said, open me up a can. So we opened up a can and oh, I thought she was going to tear me apart. Just went all kinds of crazy and hissing and swatting at me. And I thought, well, little girl, you got some spunk in you. You'll live. Every morning, I hate to say it, but every morning I my husband would come in and get ready to go to work, and he'd come in and give me a kiss before he left, and I'd ask, "Did she make it through the night?" I mean, because I was just scared she wouldn't make it, because that's just how frail she was. And he said, "No, she's still alive and kicking," and like I said, I had her for a couple of days, and she just didn't seem to be getting any better. I told my husband, I said, it's time to take her to the vet. And I said, because we're not getting anywhere. And I said, I think she's got a cold. He said, you think so? And I said, yeah. By the way, she's sneezing and all that. So, got her to the vet. Vet said it was probably a good thing I did get her in, because she did, and she was dehydrated, so they gave her some fluids and kept her overnight, and then we went back and got her the next day. And then we had to get her antibiotics. We gave her amoxicillin like you would a child, and I don't think that wasn't bad. She got to where she quit biting me on it and just took it. And then, well, she started doing better. And I took her back and had her reevaluated. The doc said she was doing good. He said that she had traces of, what do you call them? Maine Coon. He said, but with her being so tiny, and because she's probably the preemie of the family, of the litter, and then being starved and left, and he says it's really stunted her growth. He said, so she probably won't get to full potential. And she hasn't, but she's smart as a whip. And there's my nosy grandson. But, yeah. She... Let's see... But, yeah, she's just... She sleeps with me. Just like right now, she's not maybe 10 steps away from me, laying on my other table, asleep on her towel. I have a towel down for her, so she can stay warm. And if I'm not in my chair, she's normally in my crafting chair. She's just as rotten as the rest of them. I have more cats than what I really want, but like I said, my granddaughter thought she had to have a cat, and then when she got it, there was only 2 of them left, and the people didn't want to separate them, so we ended up bringing 2 home instead of 1. Tanner, he's our oldest. He's literally beginning to lose his teeth. Very cranky. He's a Persian Siamese, and he's a rescue. The lady I got him from, she was going to put him in a kill shelter, and if he wasn't adopted within 24 hours of being put in the shelter, he'd been gone. And she had spent so much money. She had him declawed in the front. He's got his back claws. Had him declawed. Had him fixed. The whole 9 yards. And then all of a sudden she didn't want him. I didn't quite understand the concept on that. Why would you spend that kind of money on an animal if you wasn't going to keep it and take care of it? I'm afraid that would be a little bulky. It's not too bad, but let's do it anyways. But I may actually have to put it on with hot glue so that it stays on. Like I said, I just didn't understand, You don't put all that kind of money into a pet if you're not going to maintain it. Or does it need to go up? Well, I kind of like that. That looks pretty cool. Okay, let me get my hot glue gun heated up real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while I was waiting for the hot glue gun I found this piece here, and I actually like it better here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it down real quick. Alright, so there's that. So there's that. So now I'm going to put a good and now we can take and put these up here. Just like that. Alright. So there's that one. Okay, now let's do a review. So we did this one. We did this one. That's the 2 big ones. And then here's one of the smaller ones. And then let's let them move over. And then there's a little one. So, if you like my video, hit the like and subscribe. Hopefully I can come up with more ideas like this that are different, that you can use for your junk journals, or, just whatever. Happy mail. So, thank you, and I hope everyone has a happy and blessed day.